Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I know for some people this video today is like this is what I've been waiting for. Why did you wait till this time before you do this one? So today guys, we'll be talking about how to get a job in Canada while still in other countries. Welcome to the channel. My name is Christy and this is Christy's Pause. In case you are seeing this face for the first time, this is the channel you want to be for everything, being motivated to live your best life in God, and also all the juice about our lives here in Saskatchewan, Canada as new immigrants. I know this sounds like, okay, what is this all about? You want to click on the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. You don't want to miss anything. Thank you for clicking on the subscribe button. I think I'm hearing the pokem of the subscribe button that you're clicking, and I'm also hearing the tone of the notification bell that you have clicked on. Thank you. So let's get to this, guys, without wasting plenty time. Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for being amazing. God bless you. Those are the reason I get to carry my tripod stand and I get to carry my camera and say I want to film video is because of you guys. Thank you for being amazing. Thank you for being thank you. Thank you guys. So today we want to talk about how to get a job. You know, like you are not in Canada yet and you want to come to Canada and you want to come, you know, with your work permits. How to get a work permit basically from any country before you get to Canada. But before we go ahead, guys, you know that this channel is about telling you the truth and nothing but the truth as it is, as it is supposed to be. I'm not going to sweet mouth, sabi sugarcoat these things just so that I could get you to watch this video. It is not just about getting the views for me, it's about getting you information that will be useful for you. Getting a job while you're in another country to come to Canada is not moi. It's not going to be something that you say, I've started looking for the work yesterday and today I've gotten the job. And this is just because employers have to go through a strenuous, stressful process to give somebody that is outside the country a job. They have to show, beyond reasonable doubt that they have tried giving somebody that is in the country already that job before they can offer it to somebody that is outside the country. And of course, it makes sense. If you are going to think about it very well, if you are going to, you are not going to be partial. If you are going to, of course, if you are going to just lay aside bias and all that, it makes perfect sense that you have to try as an employer in Canada to have given that job that you want to offer somebody that is outside the country. You have to show that you have tried to give that job to somebody in the country already before you give that job to somebody that is outside the country. There are a lot of people that are looking for jobs here. There are a lot of people that have qualifications and all. Why do you want to, give this job to somebody that is not in the country already? One of the things you have to do is to ensure that they have advertised the job for at least 30 days. That is within Canada. And they have interviewed quite a number of candidates. They have interviewed quite a number of possible candidates in the country already before like saying that so now they want to give somebody. It's not something that an employer can just decide to say, okay, so I am giving somebody a job in Nigeria, for example, and that is it. It is my job. I'm the one that will be paying salary, and I can decide what I want to do with it. No, that's not the way it works here. You have to show the government that you have tried giving that job to somebody here before you can actually say you are trying to get somebody outside the country to fill in the gap. And apart from showing that 30 days adverts and interview and all that, you also have to pay. You have to pay the government to get somebody from outside the country. So in other words, it is more expensive for the employer and it is more stressful. So it is a pathway most employers don't want to go through just because it is stressful. So for an employer to actually say that they want to get somebody from outside the country to do a job, it is one of two things. Either they are your family members and they are ready to go through all the stress, or they actually really need that person to come from outside the country to do the job. And this is not to say that it is not possible. It is possible to get a job while in other countries before you come to Canada. You just need skills that an employer in Canada needs that he or she has been unable to fill up in Canada. So the first thing you want to do in order to get a job in Canada, even though you are still outside Canada, is to ensure that your resume, that is what we call the CV, curriculum vitae, Your CV is in the Canadian style, and that was one thing I had to, switch to when I got here. So I might have to be looking at my book. I did not get a job before I came to Canada, so it's something I have to read up because of you, my family. So you can see how important you are to me. So the first thing you want to do is just to switch. Don't know what to do. So the first thing you want to do is to, change your resume to the Canadian style. And you can do that by, I'll leave link in the description box on how to change your resume. Like there are some websites that you can just, input your details, and they, get you like a ready-made document. There are some that you have to pay some money, and there are some that is free. Though of course the one that you have to pay money is more, there was one I did, when I saw how much I had to pay, I ran away. But by the time I did it, before I knew I was going to pay, the resume was looking really beautiful. And also there are some that you can do for free, and there are some that you have to pay just, some token. So I'll leave the link in the description box of some of the links to, making your resume in a Canadian style. Another thing you want to do is also to have a cover letter. For most of the jobs here, as you are submitting your resume, you are also attaching your cover letter. Your cover letter is just you saying, mentioning your skills, talking about how you can do that job, like your skills, the things that makes you the perfect fit for the job you're applying for. And I need to also inform you that it's not you don't apply for one job and put all your hopes on that job. You have to apply to as many as possible that fit, that you have qualifications for, that you have experience for. Not just don't just go and be applying for everything. So you need to apply for jobs that you actually have work experience for, so that at least you not waste your time and the time of the employer. So you apply to as many as possible, and I'll be getting to, you need sites, links of where to get these jobs. I'll be getting to that shortly. Still talking about resume and cover letter. For every job you apply for, you need to be able to tailor your resume and cover letter to meet up with that requirement of that job. I'm not saying you should lie. I'm not saying you should say what you cannot do, but there are some keywords that are needed. In fact, it's possible that you are applying for the same job title in different companies, but the keywords that is required for each job title might be different, like the keywords, like the English. So you might want to also switch up your English, your grammar for each resume to match up the job you are applying for. So you don't use one resume and one cover letter for all the jobs you're applying for. You need to switch it up. You need to, and most times our resume will have something at the back to just show which job it is that we use this resume to apply for. You want to, be ready to do some touches on your resume and on your cover letter, because for example, I have experience as a customer service. If you have been on this channel, I was working in a bank before I left Nigeria. So I have work experience as a customer service. I have as a sales person, and I also have as an account officer. So I have about 3 different work experiences. So I might also want to search for a job in customer service, search for a job as an account officer, search for a job as a sales person, and all those things require that I'm able to just to do some touches. It's still the same me, but I have these different experiences, and I want to search for jobs in those experiences. So the next thing I want to talk about is links, sites where you can get some of these jobs. So a lot have been said about agents and all, but I don't know about it because there's no way to actually know which agent is actually legit or which agent is out to swindle you of your money. So I don't know. You can decide to do your research about that and just get to know which agent is legit. I have never used agents and I don't know much about them, but it is a way some people actually get jobs. And as much as I don't know about them, it doesn't mean that there are no legit work agents that can help you get jobs. But this is a disclaimer. I don't know about it, so you have to do your research as much as possible. So other way of getting jobs is to search on sites like Indeed.ca. To search, I'll leave links to all these sites in the description box below. Indeed.ca, Workopolis, Glassdoor, jobbank.gc.ca. All these links I'm going to put in the description box below, so you can check out, jobs and see which one it is you can apply for. One other thing that can help you get a job is to get yourself a Canadian number. Such that anytime because for most of the interviews that I've done, the first level of interview is a call. Employers just check out resumes or check out your resume and just want to call, like the first level of interview, just want to call you. They just want to hear the voice of whoever it is that's applying for this job. And of course they don't want to call, and they cannot do WhatsApp call. They will not do WhatsApp call. They don't want to see +234. So you want to get yourself a Canadian number. It is not being fraudulent. It's just so that you're just opening yourself up for opportunities, so that if the employer wants to call you, they have a direct access. They have a direct access to giving you a call. And this is you can't actually get a Canadian number from outside the country, but there is a app. I'll put the name of the app on my screen, or put the name in this. Somehow I'll put the name somewhere. It's called Dingtone. I know there might be other apps, but Dingtone, you can buy a Canadian number from Dingtone, and that is the number you put on your resume. So on your resume, of course, Canadian style of resume, you have your phone number and your email address on your resume. So you want to have that number on your resume in case your resume profile interests an employer and they want to give you a call, and they want to once you start putting out applications, you have to be ready to answer a call that has to do with your work experience. It might be something just impromptu and just for a few minutes, but you have to be composed enough. You have to be composed enough to don't go and pick call and say Taniye, who you be Talon Sorrow. Once you start the process of getting to looking for a job on all these sites, you have to ensure that any call you receive, you are formal and polite when receiving those calls. You don't want to say who be Talon Pemi, you want to pay me or to suck Talon Sorrow. You want to be composed enough that when any of the employers call you, you are ready to answer a few questions about the work experience or something you have put in your resume. One other thing that is big here in getting a job is to have a LinkedIn profile. As in, I delayed that thing for the longest time. Like LinkedIn, what is the LinkedIn? Kilo one, the LinkedIn. It's not like Instagram. It's not like what's it called? It's not like well, I cannot call myself. Am I old school? I new school now. But LinkedIn, I've always found it hard to I don't understand LinkedIn the same way as I don't understand Twitter, and so I delayed. But in case you are trying to get a job while outside Canada, you also need a LinkedIn profile, because experience has shown me that from your LinkedIn profile, employers can actually employers actually look at profiles to see people that might fit in for job offers they have, and they reach out to such people. So you also want to have a LinkedIn profile, and up to date, a formal looking, not the one that your username will be sexy babe _123. You don't want to have username that will say arrow of. You don't just want to have a funny username on your LinkedIn profile. You want to have a profile that looks professional, your name, your first and last name, and some of your work experiences, because you don't know which one of it might interest an employer. This might not be so much of a big deal, but I think it's something you should also look out for. If you have a name that is so long, or any long names that you feel might be any long name that you feel might be difficult for an employer to pronounce. I know it is not your name they want to be pronouncing, it is your skills you want to offer to them, but you want to make your name, or whatever it is they will call you, you want to make it as simple for them to call, to pronounce. Even if it is simple, they still have a way of, you know, scattering these names, but you want to make it as simple, you know, to pronounce as possible. In case you have an English name, you want to, you know, use that name instead, like on your resume. If you don't have an English name, you want to, you know, give a short form. You don't have to use your full names on your resume. Yes, you don't have to use your full name, your Oluwase Ifunwa yo. You don't have to use that full name on your resume. You can just use Sheyi. You know, just find something that will be, you know, this might not be a big deal. Of course, it might not be, but it could also be, you know, somebody is looking at hundreds or profiles or resumes and is finding this long name that they don't understand. You know, just, you know, make things easy for yourself and for them, so that when they call you up, hello Sheyi. These are just a few things I think can help you to get a job, you know, while outside Canada, you know, as you plan to get a work permit into Canada. It is a process that you might want to try. Some people have tried it and it worked for them. So even for jobs that don't need certifications, that don't need, you know, all these so much of, even for work that has to do with, you know, it is your strengths you want to use, not your mental capability. Even for those ones, you still have to go through this process of, you know, ensuring that employers have tried giving that job to people in Canada before they are offering it to people outside Canada. So if somebody is telling you that, don't worry, you will start the process today, get a job in 2 weeks, please. That's why I said, for every killing me at the lights that one really. It's going to, you know, take you to put in the work, and I pray that by God's grace, as you put in the work, you get results in Jesus' name. Amen, somebody. Amen, somebody. Amen. Thank you for watching, and let me know in the comment section if this was helpful in any way at all. Let me know in the comment section, and please subscribe to the channel in case you haven't. Subscribe to the channel now. Subscribe to the channel, and in case you are subscribed and you have not turned notification bell on, turn it on so that you don't miss any of the videos that will be posted on this channel. In case you know someone that will benefit from watching this video, you know, in any way at all, just click on the share button. Thank you. Till we see you in the next video. Have a beautiful life, guys. Bye.